everyone here, I would like to welcome you to Greenleaf Job Training Services. My name is Jennifer Kuntz. I am the founder and CEO of Greenleaf. You have come to the right place.
When I first came to Greenleaf, I was really just, honestly, I was looking for anything I could do, anything at all, because I really didn't know what I was capable of, and I've had like several really bad, not so much bad, just unfortunate experiences in employment. And I've really wanted to, what I wanted to do is I wanted to find an employment solution that would work for me and that I could be proud of and I could work at. And thankfully, the people at Greenleaf are very good at that.
Originally, when I heard of Greenleaf and job development and things like that, I thought, I just recently gotten a civil engineering degree, so I thought that basically they were going to make me find a civil engineering job. And I actually had a plan for my future already. I had this story that dealt with bipolar disorder, my struggles with that, and then also a spinal cord injury. And I knew that I was the only one that could tell that story and share that message. And I knew that there'd be other people out there that could do the calculations and stuff to build dams and bridges and things like that. So I really wanted to get into motivational speaking, and I also wanted to publish a book. So we met with some authors, we met with some different public speakers, and it just turned out that everything looked like it would be a perfect fit for me. So then I got into self-employment, and I just did the revisions for my final business plan, and now Opportunities for Ohioans with Disabilities. I think they've really got my back. They've seen me speak in the past at a conference, and I'm just really excited about all the different opportunities that lay ahead for me. And so far I've done over 50 speeches, and then I published my book. It's Well, I Guess I'm Not Jesus is the name of the book. But Greenleaf really helped make that possible.
I heard about Greenleaf through BVR, and they set me up to come here to help me find work. And when I got here, basically they would do anything I needed to have done in order to get a job. Resume writing, interviewing, the whole shot. And then we sat down and we sent out my resume through the computer to see if I couldn't get a job, and shortly thereafter I did get a job.
We have always had an innovative approach to vocational rehab, tracking outcomes that matter to our customers. The number one priority is customer satisfaction. Last year, customers gave us ratings of 8.5 or higher on our services. We're working hard to do even better this year.
Greenleaf Job Training Services has actually been wonderful in helping me develop my own solution for employment. This has been something that I hadn't even considered running my own business before the staff here helped me discover the skills I had and helped me to develop my confidence, really. This is something that's changed. It's starting to turn around, and it's starting to change everything, and it's helped me discover a new sense of self-esteem.
Greenleaf let me, really explore my options. There was the civil engineering path, which I could have easily taken, but I felt like I would have got a desk job. But they really opened my eyes to public speaking, and that you can actually make a career out of that. And publishing a book kind of went hand in hand with public speaking. One of the guys that I met was a public speaker, but he was also an author. So you do your speeches, and then afterwards you're signing books, and you're kind of selling your story during the speech, and just kind of looked like a really good fit for me. So just that initial job exploration was great, and then working with different people throughout the process and finding different opportunities. They helped me find different speeches. I figured out the different audiences that I could relate to, and I found out it was, I spoke to 100 fourth graders all the way up to high school students, college students, to scientists, researchers, doctors, all over the place. So I've really found that, my niche is basically I can speak to anybody, relate to anybody, my story, relate to anything. So really they've helped me find that my story can be helpful for others and empower others in many different ways.
I have a better understanding of companies like this now. Whereas before I thought, it was kind of a racket, but it's not a racket at all. These people really want to help you out. They've done a lot of things for me, whether they realize it or not, just by getting a job, because I was having such a hard time finding work, was just the icing on the cake. So Greenleaf's a good place.
Greenleaf is all about finding jobs that will enable our consumers to be more productive and self-sufficient. Our goal last year was to place people in viable jobs within 22 weeks. We beat our goal with an average of 16 weeks.
Working with Greenleaf Job Training Services and also the Bureau of Vocational Rehabilitation is something that's definitely a resource that everyone should at least give their due, because these people are dedicated to helping people find and keep employment.
I think you gotta research your options. You can't just jump into one thing and know that's what you're gonna wanna do for the rest of your life. I was a civil engineering major, and then I went the opposite direction. I'd like to pick it up later. But I'm a motivational speaker now and an author. So that's a completely different career path than what people told me when I graduated. Get a civil engineering job, you just did all this work towards your degree. But I would recommend a lot of shadowing, exploring different options, doing the interviews one-on-one with people from different career paths. But definitely get yourself into different work environments and figure out what you want to do. And if it's something that you really love and enjoy, then it's going to be a lot easier to find a job in that area.
You need to learn how to write a proper resume. You need to learn how to act when you're going in for interviews. You need to learn how to use the computer so that you can send out your resumes to help you get a job. In today's market, everything is done by computer. Very little is in the newspaper or et cetera, So my advice, is go to Greenleaf.
We helped 70 people successfully start competitive jobs, earning an average wage of $9.60 per hour. Everyone who worked more than 90 days was still working successfully after 6 months.
Before coming to Greenleaf, I had not even considered running my own business, putting it together, and managing all the separate aspects. Right now I've got a one-man show, but I've got my own trademarked logo, I've got my own trademarked business. I've actually got an experience where I'm starting to develop patents. It's really it's amazing what one can do when a person is just able to explore the options given them, and this is just one of those life-changing experiences.
The best part of my experience was working with Kate. She was just so personable, and she really supported what I was working towards, and she really knew. She knew me well. She took the time to get to know me well, and just that personal one-on-one experience was great. She attended a lot of my different speaking events and told me how great I did, but also told me different areas that I can improve in. I shared with her the initial copy of the book, and she was really impressed, but now I've got this final copy to share with her, and I can't wait, just because she's been so incredibly supportive. So yeah, the best part of Greenleaf is just all the support. Linda in the beginning, and now Scott, and everybody here is just really friendly, and I think that personal one-on-one experience was the best part of my experience at Greenleaf.
Number one, of course, is I got a job. But the people, Joe was on top of things. He got me back to where they knew that I could do the job that I wanted to do. I could handle it. And then with Kate, she was the one that bounced me right in and got the ball rolling as far as how to find a job. She hooked me up with Craigslist. was just a matter of days, and I had 2 interviews and I was hired.
We're looking forward to helping you too.